why I'm involved in dogs? Why not cats or cows? Yes, I love cats. I can communicate with them because cats speak Malay. Mau, mau. Yes, yes. The cows, they speak English, always asking for more, more. For dogs, let me tell you this. Once there was this cat who wanted to cross the road. There the street cat saw him and come rushing towards the cat. The cat stayed back. After a while, the cat said, "Mau, mau." The cat went out and was immediately caught by the dog. The surprised cat then asked the dog, "How come you are here when I just said mau, mau?" He said, "Times are ten. To survive, I have to be bilingual." Yes, we can all learn. Young dogs, old dogs, or for the matter, we can learn anything, provided that we have good guidance, a teacher to show us how, a coach to lead us, and a mentor to guide us. However, we have to pay the price by getting out of our comfort zone and walk the extra mile to acquire the new skills. Unless you are rich, powerful, and arrogant, but smart like a politician or the mafia godfather, then you don't have to learn anything. Talking about godfather, there was this godfather who attended his grandson's birthday. Then he took up his gun and gave it to his grandson. As the grandson was about to take the gun, he saw the Rolex watch and said, "Grandpa, grandpa, can I have the watch instead?" Grandpa said, "Yes, you can have it, but you will regret it. When one day you come home and you see your wife making love with another man, are you going to take the Rolex and point to it and say, 'Time's up'?" I wish to be a godfather like that. But then in reality, I am a grandfather. With my Toastmaster skills, my Qigong and dog training skills, I managed to teach my granddaughter to do two things at my command when she was just a few weeks old. Please sit down here. You have to wet your pants, do so. By the time you are finished, you'll be all dried up. Research shows that we can learn even when we are in the womb, and will only stop learning when we are under the womb. So for Toastmasters, if you want your children to be a great speaker like me, make sure you or your wife attend a lot of Toastmasters training when present. Old dogs can learn new tricks. In fact, my father learned to understand me when he was 70 years old. All the while we have no problem communicating, even despite of not having emails or handphone, Twitter or Facebook. We have no problem communicating. My father knew what I wanted because I made sure my mother, I can rely on my mother to tell him whatever I want. As for me, I can hear my father loud and clear. Whatever he wants to say to me, all he has to do was to go to his coffee shop gang member at night and say, and by the next morning, when the newspaper man delivers the news, he will tell the news of what my father told them. So, we have no problem. So I decided to celebrate my father's 70th birthday by organizing a grand dinner for him. I asked him to invite all his friends and the elders in the village. Not that I'm rich, but by his age, there's not many of his friends left. And at the dinner, being a Toastmaster, I gave a speech. I ended the speech by saying, I love you, Papa. That was for the first time I ever said these 3 words to you. And these 3 words bring tears to his eyes. For the first time, I saw my father cry. After that, we were able to sit and talk face to face, heart to heart, father and son conversation. Yes, old dogs can learn new tricks, new dogs can learn old tricks. All of us can learn if we maintain an attitude of openness to learning and put aside our pride, position, and power. In closing, I would like to quote our founding father of Toastmasters, Mr. Ralph C. Smedley. He said, "We learn best in moments of enjoyment." He never mentioned young or old.